अपने दैनिक जीवन में
हर संभव बदलाव लाऊंगी।
देती हूँ
मैं यह भी वचन देता हूँ
कि अपने परिवार, मित्रों और अन्य लोगों को पर्यावरण के अनुकूल आदतों possible changes in my daily life to protect the environment. I also commit about the importance of environmentally friendly habits.
हम प्रस्तुत करने वाले हैं एक नुक्कड़ नाटक जिसका नाम है संरक्षण।
इसका मतलब क्या होता है?
इसका मतलब होता है हम किसी की देखरेख करें और उसकी रक्षा करें।
अरे भाई, किसकी रक्षा करनी है और किसकी जान को खतरा है?
इन पहाड़ों की, इन पर्वतों की, इन झीलों की, इन नालों की, अरे पूरे पर्यावरण की रक्षा करनी है।
जहाँ भी बैठते हैं साफ करके बैठते हैं।
अरे भाई, कचरा फेंकना है तो कम से कम कूड़ादान में तो फेंको।
कूड़ादान में फेंको।
कूड़ा फेंकते देख मुझे एक याद आता है कि जब जीव जंतु इस कूड़े को खाते हैं तो उनके साथ क्या होता होगा। तो अरे मैडम, ये क्या कर रहे हैं आप लोग? ये कूड़ा आप यहाँ क्यों फेंक रहे हैं?
यहाँ नहीं फेंके तो कहाँ फेंके?
अरे इसको चाहिए डस्टबिन में फेंकिए।
डस्टबिन? कहाँ है डस्टबिन? कहीं नजर आ रही है तुम्हें डस्टबिन?
अरे अगर यहाँ डस्टबिन तो अपने साथ अपनी जेब में रखिए, घर जाकर फेंकिए।
ये जेब है या डस्टबिन?
अरे तो ये सड़क की आपको कूड़ेदान नजर आती है, डस्टबिन नजर आता है।
अगर इतनी ही बड़ी है ना तो खुद उठा ले।
अरे वाह भाई वाह। होता है
चाहते हैं तो किसी को इंजीनियर, पर सोचिए अगर स्वच्छ हवा और स्वच्छ पानी ही ना रहे तो आपके बच्चे बड़े कैसे होंगे?
एक ऐसा हमारी माइंडसेट है जिसमें हम लोग हमेशा ये अपने आप को बहुत ही घरेलू नुस्खे के तहत जोड़ के देखते हैं। विदाउट हम सबसे पहले मेडिसिन के लिए नहीं जाते हैं और हमारी बात अगर, लेकिन हाँ एक चीज़ है क्योंकि आज के डेट में वेस्टर्नाइजेशन की वजह से हम लोग बहुत ज़्यादा, ग्लोबलाइजेशन की वजह से हम लोग बहुत ज़्यादा अपने फूड हैबिट में चेंजेस लाते हैं। तो इन सब चीज़ों को हमें रोकना होगा और हम एक हेल्दी लाइफ कैसे जिए इस पे हमें बात करनी पड़ेगी। इन सब पे हम लोग को एक साथ आके एकजुट होके इस पे हमें ध्यान देने की आवश्यकता है। जो लाइफ है, जो लाइफ ये कैंपेन है, इसका जो ये 7 इंडिकेटर्स है वो बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है।
मेरा जो ये है पेट्रोल कम से कम उसको खर्च कम करना है। उसके मेरा ये जैसे पुरानी किताबें और पुराने कपड़े हैं हमारे, वो डोनेट करके आते हैं उसमें हम यूज़ करके आज से इसके लिए गवर्नमेंट मांगना
showed the use of 3 R's. We should promote the use of these 3 R's in our day-to-day life. The first R is reduce.
First R reduce, use less, buy less, and avoid waste. And we have given 5 R's, which is actually part of mission life: refuse, reduce, reuse, repurpose, and recycle. Refuse.
Basically portray that something negative can be turned into something positive. So here we have somebody who was always drinking, and the same bottles can be further used for beautification.
They are just indicative. They are not an exhaustive list. ऐसा नहीं है कि बस 75 ही कर लिया, उसके अलावा 76 भी नहीं करेंगे। नहीं, ये तो हमें बार बार देखना है कि हम और क्या कर सकते हैं, और छोटी छोटी चीज़ों में देखना। और ये कोई रॉकेट साइंस नहीं है, ये हम पहले भी करते थे। अगर आप देखेंगे तो बैग, सब्जी का बैग ही लेके जाते थे। मुझे बचपन का तो मुझे याद है, बाद में हमारी आदतें भी ख़राब हो गई जब पॉलीथीन के बैग को आने लगे। बट देन वी हैव टू अगेन गो बैक टू दीज स्मॉल हैबिट्स। एंड मैंने जैसे अमित ने कहा, आई टोटली अग्री कि ये शुरुआत हमसे ही होगी, ईच वन ऑफ अस, नो, इट बिगिंस विद अस। एंड जस्ट टू कंक्लूड दैट, गांधी जी ने कहा था कि बी द चेंज दैट यू वांट टू सी। जो आप
मैं कड़वा जरूर हूँ, लेकिन मेरा अंदर बहुत सारे औषधीय गुण हैं।
खट्टी चटनी बनाने के काम आता है और जैसे ये पक जाता है तो जो है इसका मीठा मीठा स्वाद लेकर के इसके चटकारी लेकर के इसको खाया जाता है।
धन्यवाद प्रियंका जी। जैसा कि हमने देखा है, रुकिए शांत रहिए सब लोग, बताते हैं। क्योंकि जिस तरह वो हमारा सारा संपूर्ण फायदा उठाता है और खुद हमारे प्रति उदासीन व्यवहार करता है, और हम लोग भी अगर चाहें तो उनके प्रति उदासीन हो जाए और उनको अपना कुछ भी ना दे, सब कुछ बंद कर दे, जो भी ऑक्सीजन लकड़ी जो भी फायदे ले रहे हम लोग सब उनको बंद कर दें। तो हम लोग प्रण लेते हैं कि आज से हम लोग मनुष्य
है। जैसे कि आपने देखा कि ये जो पंचायत हुई यहाँ पे पेड़ों का क्या फैसला था, और उस फैसले के बाद जो आपने अपनी राय रखी, आपने पेड़ों के हित के बारे में जो अपना फैसला सुनाया, आपने उनके संवर्धन और उनकी सुरक्षा की को लेकर के चिंता व्यतीत की। तो अब हम पेड़ों के खिलखिलाते हुए चेहरे और उनकी लहलहाती हुई डालियों को देखकर कह सकते हैं कि ये
get engrossed in it. ये तो लगे कोई डॉक्यूमेंट्री टाइप का देख रहे थे। अब instead of this movie that is Voyager had to take only one movie in outer space to be bana tha. It will tell everything what human beings are and what Earth is also.
जो रण में रहता है सबकी प्यास बुझाता है।
Perhaps the best study biodiversity rich regions of India. Lot of information is available, lot of enthusiastic trekkers lying from West Bengal here and there, and about its degradation in a sense.
The new monsoon trend has had a devastating effect on the ecology, as Kerala witnessed in 2018 and 19.
There has been global warming and it is having its impacts all over the world, not just on Western lands, all over the world. And one of the scientific results of studies is clearly.
Anybody else on why you think we should solve, or if you know any solutions, कि क्या solutions है इस problem के? Anybody? कुछ तो लगा होगा, कुछ फोटोज देखी, एनिमल्स की फोटोज देखी, some emotions might have arisen from within. So this is just an opportunity to talk.
Then I have a question: why plastic ban is not done yet?
Anybody wants to answer that question? Anybody wants to answer why plastic bans?
Gentlemen, I take this opportunity on behalf of this academy to express deepest gratitude to WWF India, who has taken this great initiative of instituting
the PK Sen Memorial Conservation Award in this academy.
Binds all of us sitting here is the love, the guidance, and often the scolding which we received from PK Sen sir during our work, during our career, during different tenures and all. We almost finalized is that it would be really great that if we can institutionalize an award in his name at some premium training institute of forestry, where every year we can talk about the ethos, about him, what kind of work he has done, what he wanted the forest officers of future to do, and also the passion which he carried for
arguments which they have made in the written part of the essay. Mr. Shantu? Mr. Shantu,
wasting the time, I will come to my topic. And first of all, in my opinion, the conservation...
According to the global assessment report of ecosystem and biodiversity, we have been at the verge of extinction of around a million
fauna. For example, the Narcondam hornbill. For example, the Nicobar megapod, and of course the tribes which shared this place. We also get to see that another major issue over today is the cheetah reintroduction project. It is the first intercontinental translocation of a mega carnivore like the cheetah, and it would help to bring back, to restore the historic intervention.
Speakers, they have already mentioned about the importance of the wildlife in maintaining the... What would the
colleagues, their essays, as Pradeep had mentioned earlier, it was a very close contest. The written exam itself was a very close contest, and there was very little margin between the topper and the people at the lowest level, person who scored lowest. So that, probably the purpose
is recognized, and the fact that you are selflessly working for someone else and a cause which is also selfless is recognized in our country. Let me say this. 5 of you came and spoke about your view of the world. You came and spoke from your viewpoint what you see the world today. I'll explain you two major issues. One, this conversation, the content of your conversation could not have taken place 10 years ago. The conversation has changed. It's become more concerning. It's become less procedural. It's become more leadership driven and voice driven. The second thing is that you are standing up as Indians. When Indians stand up in international fora today, apart from all the other subjects and sectors, be it foreign policy, defense, or whatever, when anyone stands up there for conservation and environment, the whole room listens. All across the world. I have faced this myself. Saket has faced this too. Because why? They respect the work that you represent, the laws of our country, the tradition, the heritage, all these things. The cultural heritage, the historic heritage, the religious heritage. And now slowly the world is turning its eyes to India with regard to this, is how we are the most populous country in the world and one of the few countries where you can actually go and see wildlife, which is not possible in large parts of Europe, even not possible in large parts of North America. It's there. It's in large numbers sometimes. Populations are there. But not the way we have managed it under all those difficult circumstances. And this is what you represent here. That's the culture, the strength, the backbone. And this is the... So remember, we are talking, when we talk of international fora, your voice is respected. We are no longer talking on a local issue. We are talking as, in a way, global leaders, but global leaders with a certain structure, not just people who just say things by themselves. I have a few things to say to you. One is when you work in your career, respect your laws, study well.
The elephant doesn't see a dividing line between the protected area and the human space, or between forest land and agricultural land. There's a further problem. It's not only the number of elephants or what they feed on. This logic can be applied to a number of large terrestrial mammals. You know, we are now talking a lot about tigers. Many years ago, Madhusudan and Mishra wrote a very interesting paper protecting large fierce animals in a crowded country. It's a play on a well-known paper in sciences. And one of the things they found when they crunched the data, I'm not sure it's that different now, is 1/3 of the diet of large carnivores in India consists of domestic livestock. It would. 1/5 of all domestic livestock live in India. The proportion of cows, buffaloes, bulls, yaks, mules, camels, donkeys, you can continue, mithans in India is vast. And historically, these have been part of the diet of these large carnivores. How do we separate them? Can we separate them? There may be some areas where we separate them, there will be areas we can't separate them. So I think the dilemma of conservation is how do you make spaces for nature? Not only in a country with so many people. That's one part, just to give you a sense, because I think there is something to this logic. You know, if you looked at India 2000 years ago, the population of India is estimated by Sumit Guha to be.
The winner is Shahid Datta.
And we will always remember this day. Thank you very much. With this, thank you.